Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and yeah, this one's a bit of a sad one, really. I picked this up for some unknown reason in the Northern Ireland box that I opened a couple of days. When was it? 2 days, 3 days ago, something I can't remember, something like that. So I thought this was Northern Irish, and then I thought Alpha Delta, they're not from Northern Ireland. What's gone on? So then I was annoyed, and I complained, which I haven't heard back from yet. So Beer 52, sort your complaint system out. But um, when I looked up Alpha Delta, I think I'd known about this, but I'd forgotten. They've actually closed the brewery, which is sad. And they're from up in Newcastle, up in Tyne and Weir Lake, isn't it? Um, why is this not focusing? There we go. Focus. So there we go. So this is a Bacchus, it's called. Double dry hopped IPA. It says imported to Norway. What's that all about? Alpha Delta aren't in Norway. They're definitely up in Newcastle. You know, and I've got no idea what the hops are, but I know because I've had a few of their beers. And this is going to be absolutely fantastic. It is a full 40 can, so not far off a pint, and it's a 6% beer. Absolutely ridiculous. So I've had this chilling for a day or so. As soon as I worked it out, I thought I want to drink this as fresh as I can. But yeah, it's a shame when breweries closed, and apparently it was all down to energy bills and that kind of stuff. Newcastle, well, they said that way, hey man. Um, Newcastle's got a really good brewing scene, and I remember hearing a podcast um, from this guy, Rob, I think his name is, at Alpha Delta, and he was talking about how Newcastle was cool, and basically the energy kind of thing, which is absolutely crazy. It's a ridiculous way, and I'm not the first person to say this. Energy companies are making billions of pound profit while people basically are saying, am I going to eat food or am I going to turn the heating on? People are making money off the country's misery. And weirdly, the energy prices went up a lot and then didn't come down very fast. Could this be conservative government maybe responsible? Who knows? But, you know, I don't like politics. I don't really do politics. I don't really like doing beer politics either. But yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame. Sorely missed Alpha Delta. They only closed the tail end of last year. I think it was only October, November. Hence, why beers like this are still available. But what I would say is, if you see an Alpha Delta beer, definitely pick it up because yeah, they're really good, and you won't get a chance if you don't. So that is exactly what I'm doing today, dear viewer. So Northern Ireland's loss is Jonna's gain. Yeah. So I was annoyed at beer 52, but the fact they've given me this beer means I'm slightly less annoyed. You know what? I'm more annoyed that they doubled up on the other beer. That was what really annoyed me. This one, not so much. Look at that. Fantastic. Well over a finger's head. Quite a good amount of carbonation. Look at that. Wow. Racing up. Oh, lovely. Right, let's do a picture of that, and then a cheesy grin from me. And yeah, that's what we're going to get. Oh, I tell you what, while I was looking, I should show you, dear viewer. See if we can focus on this. Hocus focus. What have we got? Water, yeast, barley, oats, wheat. Yeah, all the good stuff. So I'm not surprised. Reasonably cloudy. not soup, but reasonably. This is probably just before it turns into soup. The head itself has got some really thick bubbles now, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Carbonation's quite strong, which is another reason why I had it in the fridge for a day or so. Oh, that's lovely. There's tropical fruits and all that kind of good stuff, but there's a sort of sherbety kind of sweet thing going on as well. So I'm not sure what that's from. Very interesting. It didn't have any lacto in there, so the sweetness must be coming from the malts. Come on. Cheers and beers to you guys. We've broken the back of it. We're over halfway in the week. The weekend is coming up. Um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing over the weekend, purely because, lucky me, I'm back in the hospital again. So I'm not sure whether I'll be doing some reviews or not. We shall see. I have definitely made a crack in the back sack and crack. No, I've made a crack into my beers, so I'm down to 2 boxes worth of beers now. Yeah, even though I bought some the other day, so I've been reviewing beers every day. For like 2 3 weeks. Maybe I skipped one day or something while I was away at the beer judging. But otherwise, I'm hammering it, man. So enjoy the beer reviews daily while you can, because it won't be that long before I start running out again, and we'll have to kind of think about how we're gonna stock up and all that kind of stuff. In the meantime, let's drink an Alpha Delta, maybe even the last one I'll ever have. Oh, sad. Cheers and beers, guys. Oh, oh, that's interesting. There's a little bit of bite in the tail. Did I tell you what this beer is? I think I did. It's Bacchus, it's called. Bacchus. And it's a double dry hopped IPA. Don't have much gumph to talk about that one, to be perfectly honest. But it's a fabulous beer. Really, really good. The big can, 6% beer. This is what you want on a school night. Just, oh, gorgeous stuff. Really creamy. You've got the wheat and oats in there. Kind of bordering a kind of milkshakey type thing. But because it's double dry hopped, it's got that sharpness to it too. It's got the hop oil in there. Oh, lovely. Doesn't say what the hops are. I wouldn't be surprised because it's supposed to be an American IPA. So I wouldn't be surprised if, well, there's going to be Citra in there, I'm sure. But it wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of Centennial or something like that, or perhaps a Columbus something. It's definitely a sea hopped beer. I'm almost 100% convinced that's what's in there. If this was just British hops, no, 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 no. Let's get in some for some more. Oh. And there's lovely, yeah, there's tropical fruit, definitely. But there's a little bit of stone fruit there too. And then there's this weird sherbet thing going on, which I don't know what that's coming from. Mm, I'm sure I can taste that bubblegum thing that I like, which says to me that the Centennial, possibly Cascade, but it's usually Centennial for me. Um, oh, absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely beer. Um, let me see if I can see on Untapped quickly. No, doesn't say. All it says is this is no longer in production, which is really sad. Yeah, I did swirl the glass around, but there were no lines in the lacing, which I'm surprised about because it's got the oat and the wheat in it. But I'm not unhappy because this beer is really good. This is like top-notch beer. It's just a shame that it won't be around again. You know what? I hope that the brewery guy, I think he had some medical things as well. I hope he keeps the recipes and then one day either passes them on to someone else and they can rebrew beers like this, um, or if he's feeling really generously spirited, he could drop them on the internet, which would be fantastic. So people with brewing rigs like myself could come up with their interpretation of this beer. If you're listening to this, man, hey, think about it at least. Oh, right, we're getting down to the bottom, and now things are beginning to thicken up a bit. Bit sort of chewy. Not as thick beers can be, because they're thick all the way down. But yeah, lovely beer, man. Whoa. And look, all of a sudden, after saying, "Oh, there's no line," look at that. There's a thick line going on there, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Just like when I get out of the bath, apart from instead of a nice white line, there's a dirty line for some reason. Don't know. I only have a bath every 3 or 4 weeks. So I don't know what that's about. Oh, gorgeous. And 6% is super, super smooth. So it doesn't taste like you're drinking that strong a beer. You could sink a few of these before you actually started to notice, if you know what I mean. Pardon me. I knew there was going to be a bit of gas in there, but hey, what can you do, eh? Oh, lovely, lovely beer. Look at that. Down the back of the glass. All sorts of craziness going on. Oh, I have some news for you too. Um, well, a couple of bits of news really. First thing is there is ridiculous things going on in my neck of the woods over the Easter weekend. We have got a town takeover. Margate is being taken over by, I think it's like 12, maybe 15 different breweries at different venues. It's called the Margate Takeover or something like that. Have a look on the interwebs. Um, each bar on the list is being taken over by a different brewery. And I'm really hoping they're going to do a proper tap takeover and not just give them like one or two beers. And Margate's weird because there's a lot of kind of West London kind of culture now. So was it they call it Bermondsey on Sea or something like that? It's just ridiculous. But there's quite a big gay culture there as well. So there's a couple of gay pubs, and there's a couple of, in fact, well, there's definitely one gay, what's it called, queer brewing or something like that. So they're going to be doing one of those beers. But there's also another one from Brighton called Loud Shirt Brewing or something, and I think that's run by a couple of gay guys. So not that I'm gay or anything, but there's nothing wrong with it. But when gay and craft beer go together, you're in trouble, man. And then we've got some other things. Oh, and there's another thing going on, and this is even crazier for me. Is there is 4 breweries are doing like beer festival things, um, and they're running a shuttle bus. Well, actually, 2 shuttle buses are running between 4 breweries. So it's like drink some beers from one brewery, get on the bus, go to the next brewery, drink as much as you can, get on the bus again 4 times. Absolutely nuts. And that's going, as far as I know, that's going on, I think it's just the Friday and Saturday. Not 100% about the Sunday. I know the Margate takeover. Margate, thinking coming over a bit there from the down to Margate, Chaz and Dave song. Look it up, dear viewer. This is what a 6% beer does for me. And I do have some pending news, which is kind of unofficial at the moment. Um, but yeah, I could be. I put my name in the hat to take over the chair of the Kent tasting group or tasting panel. Um, it looks like I might have got it. So unofficially, I've got it, but I haven't actually heard from the head man. But I've heard from other people, and I've gone onto the website, and my name is on the website saying I am it. But no one's bothered to tell me. So that's typical camera stuff, isn't it? They never tell you anything. You're just left to find out. Anyway, if that's what's happened, I will confirm once I know for sure. I'm a regional tasting panel chair. So that means I basically I own Kent. I own Kent. So any breweries in Kent, if you want to send me free beers, you should do really, and then I will give you good reviews. Um, and of course, if anyone else wants to send me beers, why not get in touch? Um, Drinking beers is what I do best. That's kind of what I've discovered, and I'm not a bad reviewer. Well, hopefully I'm not. You can tell me down below if you think I'm rubbish or not. Anyway, this video's gone on a bit, so I'm going to let you go. This has been Unclejona, drinking beers, doing all that kind of stuff, so you guys don't have to. And let me tell you, this is one of the good ones. If you can get any beers from Alpha Delta, please do, because they are fantastic. Unclejona will return. Guess what? I'm going to be doing some more beer reviews. When am I going to be doing them? You know, real soon.